Molly Ringwald is still processing that seminal era of being John Hughes' teenage muse. Appearing on the latest episode of Monica Lewinsky's Reclaiming podcast to chat about fame and teenhood, the 80s icon revisited some of her features with a filmmaker and said she now looks back at that particular period with a different lens. The revelation came during discussion about a previously shared anecdote about how Hughes wrote the screenplay for 16 Candles after seeing Ringwald's headshot. Admittedly, Ringwald has complex feelings about being a muse for the director. He told me that story, but, when you're that age, I had nothing really to compare it to, said Ringwald of that 16 Candles story. I had done more movies than John at that point, but I was still only 15 years old, so I didn't have a lot of life experience. Being a muse for an older filmmaker didn't seem that strange to me at the time, said Ringwald. Now it does. Like strange, still complimentary, or strange weird. Strange creepy? Asked Lewinsky. Yeah, it's peculiar, said Ringwald. It's complimentary. It's always felt incredibly complimentary, but yeah, looking back on it, there was something peculiar. Now that she's re-examined it from an adult perspective, it's complex, added Ringwald. It's definitely complex, and it's something that I turn over my head a lot and try to figure out how that all affected me. I feel like I'm still processing all of that. Ringwald starred in 3 popular Hughes features: 1984 16 Candles, 1985 The Breakfast Club, and 1980 SIXS Pretty in Pink. Amid the hashtag #MeToo movement, Ringwald famously penned a thoughtful essay about the complicated history of Hughes movies, citing the sexism, racism, and homophobia of that time. The re-examination, she said, came after she rewatched The Breakfast Club with her daughter. If attitudes toward female subjugation are systemic, and I believe that they are, it stands to reason that the art we consume and sanction plays some part in reinforcing those same attitudes, wrote Ringwald, noting that Judd Nelson's character, John Bender, continually sexually harasses her character, Claire, throughout the film. How are we meant to feel about art that we both love and oppose? Reflected Ringwald in the essay. What if we are in the unusual position of having helped create it? Erasing history is a dangerous road when it comes to art. Change is essential, but so, too, is remembering the past in all of its transgression and barbarism, so that we may properly gauge how far we have come, and also how far we still need to go.